That's the sum total of the two?
Yes.
No, next time excess apart.
Okay, okay, fine. And then there is the case where additional or excess appointments have been made.
Yes.
Irrespective of the marks obtained.
Who are beyond the list.
Yes. Beyond.
So what I am trying to is respectfully submit, Lord, that the two authorities have been able to identify.
Now the factual situation as it is emerging is this. SSC did not maintain the mirror image. Then the original OMR sheets are not available. The only evidence with regard to the OMR sheets which are available is in form of scanned OMR sheets which was done by data and then given to NASA. There is evidence to show that the marking or the marks obtained as per the scanned image of the available data is different from the marks which were entered in the server of the West Bengal Civil Services. There is also, as far as appointment of NASA is concerned, there are irregularities stated. The scanning itself, the process followed, there are irregularities stated. Because Tata did the scanning purportedly in the office of the SSC, but we don't even know whether the scanned images which were done by data, there are the actual scanned images which were recovered in the form of the hard disk. We don't, 1 minute please. We don't even have that. Because 65B certificate will not say so and will not be able to be authenticated. 1 minute please. Because then you had to lead evidence to also show that the hard disks which were recovered by the CBI were the actual hard disks which were installed in the machines or the scanners.
Yes, that is established.
That is going to be difficult. That's going to be very difficult for you to establish. Number two, the metadata in then those scanners will have to be examined to find out whether there was any change in those. Because metadata will give you the date on which it was scanned and uploaded.
The CBI has done that.
1 minute. We know from the CBI. We'll ask the CBI whether they have done that. We'll know exactly.
They have done extensive.
Now, please look at these are the issues which the High Court found. If these are the facts on record, we cannot now segregate tainted from the untainted cases. Now, meet all these arguments which have been addressed in your own way, and other petitioners can also meet that argument in their own way. We'd now like you to hear you on that, and then on the second part with regard to the CBI.
So, the record which is with.
In the Supreme Court.
Clarification we require. The details of all OMR sheets were found. Details of all OMR sheets of the candidates who had appeared were found in the server, or there was some missing.
So I think
there seems to be no finding of these.
Everybody to inspect.
Please hear what I have to say, then you answer. There's no finding anywhere in the judgment that these 3 hard disks which were recovered contain the OMR data of all the candidates who had applied and appeared for all 4 categories of posts. They did contain, those 3 hard disks contain the entire data.
Yes.
There's no finding available anywhere.
You are just to satisfy the court's
The CBI also doesn't say so.
What is the 65B certificate? That the Honorable Court directed says, Pankaj Bansal from whose custody these 3 disks are obtained, says all data, including the scanned images of what?
His saying so is not sufficient. Where is the comparison with your OMR evaluation marks data, which is at least available still with you?
Because our circle.
On that basis, do you say anywhere that entire data is available? You don't say so anywhere.
Very small discrepancies. There is nothing.
With more. It's not, no, we hear you, we're not saying. And one more thing which has been mentioned in the High Court judgment, that there was some blank OMR sheet.
Yes, fact.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And were there some blank OMR sheet?
Report doesn't, CBI doesn't say that.
That is the affidavit of SSC itself, I show.
That is a public line also.
So these are the issues, you have to now meet those issues.
No, but listen, with respect
rather not issues, rather these are facts which
yes.
Another important aspect may I clarify, just for.
let them finish, then we will have it.
Give your best.
So, Lord, in greater detail, Lord, this aspect will be dealt with by the Commission, Lord. But I am, Lord, submitting, Lord, on a Justice Barks committee, Lord, which was appointed. The other, Lord, by the.
Tell me why did you create supernumerary post? Why did you?
Yes.
What is the purpose of creating that?
Supernumerary post, Lord, because after Justice Barks' report was received.
When was that report received?
Just in April 22.
The report was received after the report said there were irregularities?
Yes, they also found some irregularities, but not as extensive as the CBI report. It was on a narrower. Based on which, Lord, 269 appointments have been invalidated, which then came up in the interim stage to this court. Your Lordship stayed the.
So they found there were irregularities committed.
Yes.
So in order to deal with that situation,
So, Lord,
instead of weeding out the persons who had been appointed illegally, you said, okay, create supernumerary post.
For appointing the wait list.
Mr. Devedi, tell me one thing. If you find irregularities committed, will you not throw them out first?
No, not for them.
But 1 minute.
For waitlisting.
1 minute. The moment you create supernumerary posts, you are was then ensuring that the persons who are tainted and wrong, who should not have been appointed, their appointment should continue.
No. The order specifically says for appointment from the waitlisted candidate.
Correct. For the reason is this, that you don't want to throw out the tainted candidates.
No, that is not up to us, because High Court says, Lord, they have to be non-ordinary. We can't retain them.
Okay.
We can't retain them, and we specifically said that this is subject to orders of the High Court. And we did not appoint anybody. Equally, more so, Lord, this order was challenged in some other petition which is still pending in the High Court, where an interim order was granted staying that order.
Wi-Fi is on.
And in these batch of statements.
Hear you in the letter.
So I'll keep it.
Because really speaking, that's the second part of the argument. The first part is.
So on this part, Lord,
I will hear you, but in the.
Yes, on the segregation aspect, Lord, I'm working on a narrow ground, namely that CBI was appointed to hold an extensive exercise, pursuant to which, Lord,
Yes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
If you have anything else to say other than what has been said, you can certainly take time.
Yes.
But do not repeat.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Because now, please, we have made it very clear. Whoever, because we like to hear them for about an hour, so that we can conclude if possible today. Otherwise, we'll continue tomorrow.
Very good.